Not on YouTube.
We have a quorum.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. 3 on here and 3 here.
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a meeting of the Kentucky Legislative Ethics Commission, January 4th, 2023, in room 149. I'll ask Danita to call the roll. When you answer the roll, please indicate where you are physically located.
Okay. Ernie Harris. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'll turn you on. Just 1 second. Mark, how do we unmute these people?
You'll have to unmute it.
They're not working.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Now we are.
Yeah. I'm here and I'm at my home in Oldham County.
Dave Nicholas.
Present and here in Frankfort.
Tanya Pullen.
I'm here coming to you from Greenup County.
Gail Russell.
Here, I'm present in Frankfurt.
Arnold Simpson. Are you muted?
Did them all during the thing.
Yeah. There he goes. Now we should be able to hear you.
Okay, I'm here. I'm in Covington.
All right. And we have a quorum.
Having a quorum, we're duly constituted to do business. You have before you the minutes from the November 15th, 2022 meeting. Have you had a chance to look at those? Any questions, corrections? And is there a motion?
Move adoption.
There's a motion and a
Second.
second. Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any questions or anything about that? Without objection, those are approved. Staff report. Ms. Laura?
Good morning, y'all. Glad to see you all again on a brand new year. We had our current issues training, as some of you saw this morning, and I think it went really well. We had a lot of questions, which is always good. Our two speakers were Andy Boone, who is a U.S. attorney, assistant U.S. attorney from the Eastern District, and Ken Taylor, who is a former U.S. attorney, also from the Eastern District, who spoke on public corruption and kind of the background of Bob Trott, which of course precipitated the Legislative Ethics Code. I think the legislators seemed engaged and ready to ask questions, and so it was really good. Emily and I also went over the Ethics Code in the last 30 minutes of the program, so I think it was well received. Let's see. The next thing, in your packets, you have the financial reports. Tom Hampton assures me that they're in order and everything is good.
Make a motion for their adoption.
Motion made to adopt the financial report. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Appearing to be none. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered.
Okay. I also put in a letter and from Representative Baugh, who has resigned from the commission due to health reasons. And of course, we wish him well, and we'll be sending him a commemorative item for his service, and I know we're going to miss him on the commission.
Sheldon's a good one.
So we are still awaiting an appointment from the Senate, as well as 2 other appointments to fill vacancies from the House. We had actually a nibble of an appointment that might have happened, but that person, for the Senate appointment, but actually that person turned out not to be, that they were an employee of a state university, so they couldn't serve on the commission, unfortunately. But I've been told that those should happen fairly soon. So I'll keep you all up on that as I hear more. The next item that I have, Joel Cotton, who was our investigator, found a full job, and so he has unfortunately had to resign from working as our investigator. So I had talked with Robert Jenkins, who is here today, behind me, about becoming the investigative counsel for the agency. Robert, I've put his resume in your materials. Robert has extensive experience in the legislative field. We worked together many years at LRC. He has done investigations before. He's also worked in all areas of the law. So I believe he would be a good addition to the agency in terms of helping us with investigations, and also working closely with Mark Bringelman, our enforcement counsel, to bring these cases forward. He works with Casey Bailey and Maines, so what we would need to do, or what I'm asking you all to do, would be approve a personal services contract with Casey Bailey and Maines for the amount of $10,000 for those investigative counsel services through his firm.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. In discussion, I want to point out that I know Robert very well. He was my boss for the last 15 years. I worked in LRC, and he's a great guy, probably the best boss I ever had. He was hamstrung only by having to work for Bobby Sherman. And but anyway, it's good to have him here. I know he knows all the legislative things inside out, and he'll be very, very helpful, I know, and looking forward to working with him. There's a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Appearing to be none. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it's so ordered. Congratulations, Robert.
It's up to $10,000. So what we'll do is, once we get the contract signed, then we will, of course, submit it to government contract review, and that'll be that. Moving on to just updating you on our office. We did, I guess, with everybody else in the Commonwealth, or the whole South and Eastern Seaboard, we had a water main break in our office complex after the ice and snow and everything. So that resulted in us working from home for a little while, but it has been fixed as of, was that Tuesday? All the days are running together the first part of the year. Yeah, on Tuesday. So that's good. Another item that I thought you all would want to hear about is Commissioner Russell and Emily Dennis attended the Kogel meeting in Canada, and Ms. Russell sat on a panel. So Emily, do you want to fill us in a little bit, or Gail Russell?
I'll go first.
Gail, go
Okay.
ahead.
I just want to publicly,
Turn the microphone. Down.
Push.
That way.
Yeah.
Publicly commend Emily. She just took care of everything for me. She helped me with my speech. She made me look good. At least I think I look good. Maybe other people didn't see it that way. But she just knew everyone there and how many years she's been around that group, and I could tell how well respected she was with the group. And she introduced me to a lot of people, which I appreciated, and she had the schedule. She had a booklet already prepared with tabs of everything I was supposed to do. She's the most organized person I've ever seen.
That's great.
And she had planned ways to save money for the state for our transportation, which I thought was excellent. And I just want to publicly commend and thank you for everything that you did to make it a great meeting for me.
That's great. If you want to add anything.
I'll just add, thank you.
And she even worked on our CLE credit, which is probably the number one
Seriously.
thing that lawyers like to get,
Yeah, we
that
got to
free
keep
CLE.
you all licensed.
Yeah, we had a really good trip, and Commissioner Russell was excellent on the panel. We had a full room. It was the first panel of the conference, so I was really happy that so many people were in that particular presentation. I did almost lose her the first night on the streets of Montreal. She was just darting through pedestrians in front of me, but we finally caught up with each other, and we really enjoyed. We had interaction with other attendees from Kentucky, with the Registry of Election Finance, and with Executive Branch Ethics. And of course, since we got that approved for CLE credit, those agencies will be able to take advantage of that as well. So Kogel is a good investment for this commission. I would encourage any of the members of the commission to try to attend future conferences. The one next year, it's in Missouri. It's
Kansas
close.
City, I think.
Kansas City. Yeah, so it's much closer. So anyway, thank you for supporting our membership in Kogel.
Great. And we just paid the dues yesterday, so we're good for the next year. Let's see. Moving on. Of course, we've got our informal opinions in your binders. Again, those are confidential. So if you all want to ask particular questions, we need to go into executive session. Again, they run the gamut from soup to nuts as always. All kinds of different questions. Also, I wanted to point out. We also, Emily and I also trained the new members of the General Assembly, of which there are legion, and that was in December, and that also another 2-hour training, and it went really well. Have already had several questions emailed or called about to us, and we've talked to them, and they, it was really good. And again, same with the meeting today. I've gotten several questions that we'll go back and look at for them. So let's see. And I also wanted to say too, with the current issues training, just a big thanks to Emily for getting our 2 speakers together, and to Lori and Danita for all their work in getting all the materials together, planning, making sure everything was working, and I think it really went well. So really appreciate that. And I think that's all I have from a staff perspective.
Did the donuts and coffee violate any ethics law?
No. Fortunately, we thought we were going to have to pay for coffee through the annex cafeteria, but LRC provided that for us. And I bought the donuts because I figure I'll take them with me and just take them to my kids or something.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have we a need to go into executive session?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Oh, no, we don't have a need to go into the,
I have a couple of questions that I want to ask in executive session.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Give me a minute to get everything turned off.
Okay.
okay.
While we're waiting, may I, Mr. Chairman, just say how happy we are to see Judge Will Hoyt doing well and with us today.
Thank you very much. I'm much improved.
We missed you.
Missed you all.
He's busily bouncing off the sidewalks and and the street and that sort of thing. It's just something he likes to do.
No better sense.
He has his supervisor here too, so
Oh.
she's sitting in the back.